morning and welcome to Wednesday's Maths. So for your starter today, I'd like you to find a game online that you can play. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through it now to tell you how to get there and how to play it. And then I'd like you to pause this video, have a little play and then come back for your main learning. So what we need to do first of all is to go onto Google, and in the search bar you need to type top marks 100 square. Okay, just like you can see there. And on the first search result, that one there, that is the one that we need. So you need to press that button and then move your page down, and we're looking for the game Paint the Squares. So if you just select that game there, and we're going to play game, and this is what you will have. So depending on what numbers you think you can do, you can choose which numbers to play with. So you can choose 1 to 10, 1 to 20, 1 to 30, and so on, okay? But I'm going to show you the 100 square today. So I'm going to go 1 to 100. And what I would like you to do is to just have a little explore at home. Think about counting, think about ordering, thinking about one more, one less. And I'd like you to have a little go at playing your own games and sending me a photograph or a video of what you decide to do. So I'm going to do a few examples now just to show you what I mean. So we need to choose the paint splat, choose a colour, I'm going to choose red, and for my warm-up I'm going to think about counting in twos, because I know in our workbooks we had to do that, so we should be really good. Okay, so every time we count in twos we miss a number, and it's the 2 times table. And you will notice, the more you do it, you'll notice like a little bit of a pattern, a little bit of a beat to it, okay? And it'll help you remember. So, all together, you say the number that I splat. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Counting in twos. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Now I'm going to stop there, because if you want to carry on counting in twos, I'd like to see how far you can go. And look at the pattern, okay? We miss a number every time, and all of these numbers have number 2 at the end. All of these numbers have number 4, and 6, and 8, and 0, okay? So we can see a really clear pattern. So you can reset your 100 square, and choose a different colour, and have a go at finding other patterns. Can you count in 5s? What about 10s? Have a little play, send some photographs in so I can see what you choose to do to warm up your maths brain. Okay, so you can pause the video and log into phonics, into Top Marks now, and come back to for your learning, okay? So, off we go over here for our workbooks. Okay, so to start with, we're looking at the reception level maths booklet today. And if you've got this book, we are looking at page 8. And we are ordering numbers today. So that's a little bit like what you might have done with your 100 square on your warm-up. But we're going to be thinking about numbers that are more and numbers that are less. So question 1 is asking us to circle the numbers that are more than 5. So more than 5. So we're thinking about what numbers come after 5 when we count. So we've got number 6, number 3, number 7, number 4, number 9, number 8, and number 2. So we need to circle the numbers that are bigger than 5. And the book has done one for you there. So when we count, what numbers do we say after 5? Let's have a look at this number. So we've got number 3. Do we say 3 after we say 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we say 3 first, don't we? So that is less than 5. Let's have a look at this number. Number 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we can circle 7 because 7 comes after number 5. Okay, and what you can do as well is you could draw little circles by the number, and that will help you to see if it is more. So I've drawn 5 circles here for number 5. And if I draw 7 by number 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I can see that I've got more there. 7 is bigger than 5, so I have more. So see if you can find what other numbers are more than 5. And on question 2, this time we've got to colour in all of the numbers that are less than 10. So we are thinking about those numbers that are less than 10. What numbers come before 10 when we count? Okay, so if we start with 0, 0, 1, 1 becomes before 10, so 1 is less than 10. So we can circle number 1 in our workbook. See how many numbers you can find that are less than 10. Now in your home learning pack, if you've got your 100 square like this will help you today, because when we're thinking about numbers that are more than, they are numbers that come after. And if we're thinking about numbers that are less than, they are numbers that come before. So there's number 10. What numbers are less than 10? All of those are less than 10, okay, because they are smaller. So have a go at page 8 in your workbook today, if you are on that one. Moving on then to our year 1 booklet. So if you've got this booklet at home, have a check now and go to page 8. And we are thinking about ordering numbers today. Again, a little bit like your starter on your 100 square, but we've got to think about first, second, third and fourth, and even fifth on question 2. So you've got to think about a race. And if you're having a race, who comes first, who comes second? And here on question 1, you've got to match each mouse to the place it comes in the race. So the first one's been done for you. Here's the finish line. So if this mouse comes 4th, what will this one come? And this one is the winner. So what do we say when the first person crosses the line? They come first. You could have a go at the other ones. Question 2, we've got to look at the bears. And the first bear is wearing a bow tie. The first bear is wearing a bow tie. So that helps us to know which one we need to start with. Is this bear wearing a tie? No, he is wearing a hat, so he doesn't come first. So let's have a look at the other end. Is this bear wearing a bow tie? He is. So that bear comes first, and you could label it so you don't forget. So he comes first. So which bear is third, first, second, and so on, okay? And you've also got to write your answer here. And question 3, we've got to think about shapes, a little bit of pattern. So we've got a triangle, and what shape have we got here? It is a circle. So say the pattern out loud and see if you can draw 2 more shapes to continue that pattern, okay? Now if you've got some cars at home, or if you've got some shapes at home, you could have a go at making your own race, or you could have a go at ordering your own toys. So if you've got some cars, you could choose 10 cars and have a race with them and show me that you know which one comes first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. And if you've got some toys, you can put them in order and ask me if I can order your toys. That would be fun. Okay, so well done if you've got that booklet. Off you go. And finally, if you've got the year 2 maths booklet, we are on page 8 again, so page 8, and we're thinking about adding today. So carrying on from what we did yesterday, thinking about using a number line to add numbers, thinking about adding 3 numbers together, and also having a look at changing the orders of numbers to make a sum and checking our answers. And we've also got a question at the very bottom that is asking us to read something and to find out what we've got to do and having a go at putting it into a sum. So a little bit of reasoning there at the bottom. So we'll have a little look together to see how we can get on. Okay, so number 1, we've got to use the number line to work out the sums below. So the number line is already in your booklet. You've got 4 questions and you need to count on using the number line. So number 1A, we've got number 32 and we're adding 17. So the first thing you've got to do, children, is you've got to find this number, the first number. So I can see 30, and on our number line we've got these little lines like this, okay? We know that's 30 and we know this is 35. So all we need to do is to count on from 30 until we find 32. So 31, 32. So this is where we need to start. You could draw a little circle around it like that. 32, and we need to add 17. So you need to do really little jumps, counting 17 more to find your answer. So we'll do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And circle the little mark on the number line where you land so you don't forget. And what number will this be? One less than 50. Write your answer on that line there. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I want to see if you can find the answer for me. And that's how you're going to work out the other questions. Number 2, we're going to match each sum to the right answer. And we've got 3 numbers. Okay, and there's a little tip here. And it says you can add in any order, but it often helps to always start with the biggest number. Okay, so here, what number would we start with? Which number's bigger? Number 10. So I'll start with 10, then add 8, then add 4, and find your answer, a matching activity. Number 3, filling in the missing numbers. So first job, we need to find the answer, and then once you've got the answer, change the order here, thinking about starting with the biggest number. So I think our answer will be the biggest number, so we can start with it there. Okay, right. Number 4, we've got a word problem. So we need to use our superphonics to read the problem, fill in the missing boxes and write the answer. And what's a good idea, a little tip, is to circle the numbers that you can see. So I can see the number 3, I can see the number 6, and I can see the number 8. So I know I need to do something with those numbers. But what's really important is thinking about what words we have got. And it says Amy has 3 pencils, Alice has 6 pencils, and Remy has 8 pencils. How many pencils do they have all together? That's the important word to think about here. So all together means adding them up. How many have they got together? So fill in the boxes and find your answer, okay? That's a very fun page. I love adding, and I can't wait to see how you find the answers today, okay? If you do finish that quite quickly, you could have a go at finding some of your own problems, do your own sums, do them on your whiteboards, use your 100 square, do your own sums and send them in to me so I can see what you're doing, okay? Well done today, lots to get on with, and I'll see you tomorrow.